Moses joins us now with sports, and the Bobcats they're getting ready for their exhibition season with a little friendly game.
Yeah, the inter-squad game, the black and white game, of course, you're familiar with. Lloydminster Bobcats excited to get things going. Of course, hockey season can't go wrong. So for 80 players, the last 4 days have been grueling as they try to crack the 20-man roster. And as Matt Schumont tells us this afternoon, it wrapped up with their inter-squad game.
After 4 days of drills and inter-squad games, the team is liking what they have seen to open up the new year and have really taken notice to some of the players down south.
Some guys out of the States that really impressed us. So we're really, we're cycling through players still. I mean, we've got guys coming in and out of camp, so I mean, it's a process, right?
Lots of big guys coming in compared to last year, and that's, I think, what we need this season compared to last year. And I think we brought in a lot of guys that have the ability to score.
The regular season is just over 2 weeks away, but Parent says he's starting to see what kind of team he might have.
I think we're going to be a little bit of a gritty team. I mean, I noticed that. I can see that from, just from the selection of players that are in the mix right now. So we're looking like a bit of a gritty smorgasbord out there for sure, yeah.
60 cuts will have to be made, a task that won't be easy for Parent and the rest of his coaching staff.
It's always tough. I mean, every guy, at this age wants to play at this level, and if they're serious about their game, and so there's only so many guys in the end that we're going to be able to help that way.
Matt Schumont, Newcap Sports.
All right, through the weekend of main camp, the Bonnyville Pontiacs have cut down from 62 hopefuls to 40 as they get ready for their inter-squad game tonight. As Clayton Brown explains, it's been a highly competitive camp, and the coaching staff are impressed with what they've seen to this point.
The first set of cuts have been made, but there's been no time to celebrate for those who survived the weekend as the 40 players left in camp were put through the paces this morning. And although over 20 hopefuls are already gone, there's still a long road ahead for the players and the coaching staff.
Yeah, we've got to integrate some new guys into the way we do things, and that can be overwhelming at times. And you hope that they accept it and can push through it and don't get too overwhelmed by it. And so you got to fast track it. Only 2 weeks, not a lot of time.
The camp has been fast-paced and highly competitive, which is making decisions for Mercy and the rest of his staff very difficult.
I'm certainly pleased at this point in time. You don't really entirely know until you start going and playing against other competition within your league. So, but all in all, a lot of positive things have happened.
We got a lot of skilled forwards coming in, just the rookies and stuff, and then our D-men we got some big D-men, so it should be good this year.
It isn't just the high skill level that has been the hot topic at camp, but also the players' t-shirts are garnering a lot of attention.
Merce's message there in the meeting before camp was pretty clear what that meant. Just being in the now, not worried about the little things maybe later on or what's happened in the past, staying present and doing the job at task.
The Pontiacs kick off their exhibition season Friday night. In Bonnyville, Clayton Brown, Newcap Sports.
Now some news in the NHL front. While the league wants to limit contracts to a max of 5 years in the next CBA, the Philadelphia Flyers keep handing out 6-year deals. First it was Wayne Simmons, now it's local product Scott Hartnell. Hartnell will stand to make $28.5 million over that time. The 30-year-old had a career year last season with 37 goals and 67 points. Now let's move on to the Chucks. The CPCA SIGA Pro Tour is nearly complete. Sunday, the second last show of the 2012 season wrapped up with the Prairie Series Racing Championship on the line. The fastest 3 tours, top 9 drivers competed in the final dash for a $20,000 Don Lang trailer that was on the line. In the final heat were Jamie Labicane, who won the aggregate, Ray Mitsuing, who was less than a tenth of a second away from that 3-day time, and Vern Nolan, who edged out Neil Wagenbach for the final spot. Mitsuing had barrel 1 and was first to rail and held off a late charge from Labicane for the title. It was the second time he won the championship. He also knocked off his son Devin for day money, posting the fastest time of the weekend. It's the third finals in the last 5 years for the Lloydminster Vandals. They won it all in 2010 but lost in 2008 to the same team they played on the weekend, the Calgary Wolfpack, who have been to the finals 9 of the past 11 seasons. The Vandals said they were looking forward to this matchup all year long. They already beat them once this season, but they wanted to do it when it mattered most, in the title game at home. first drive, the Vandals' Devon Harper showing why he was the leading rusher this season, pulling a couple jukes for the first down. Later on, his teammate Tende Jossi, well, he's pretty good too. Second in rushing for running backs this year, and he gets the home team on the board with a big rushing TD, 7-0, less than 5 minutes in. The Vandals use strong starts to this season, while the Wolfpack have started slow in the postseason. Quarterback Darrell Leeson trying to change that, but can't. Yuri Wishloff with the pick six. Vandals lead 21-3 after 1. But the Pack respond. First drive in the second. Leeson finding Mike Waslenuk for the big gain. He can't run it in, but Mike Leeson would finish it off moments later for a TD. Then Jared Velo under pressure, scrambling, losing his footing, decides to hold on, and he gets upended by Rob Securis. Very next play, Velo decides to hold on again. It's the right decision this time. He grabs hold and just keeps running. 85 yards for the touchdown. He finished with 2 rushing TDs and a passing TD to Jordan Preeb. He also found Devon Harper for his second touchdown of the afternoon. The Vandals dominate the title game from start to finish, picking off the Pack's Leeson 4 times. They ran up the score too. Final 62-26, and they didn't feel bad about doing it to their bitter rivals. The Vandals win their second title, their first on home turf, and will host Nationals on September 22nd.
We ran kind of a disguised double safety, and we're looking at windows. The windows were a lot of the seams where we got beat the first game, so we picked them apart by sitting a safety there. And ideally it showed today because I think we had 4 or 5 picks.
So for me, this is my first time beating the Wolfpack, and they've been giving it to us for years, and to watch our team come together from the start to now and to beat them in the final, there's nothing better than that.
We beat them in Calgary to get the first win finally. We haven't had that in 9 or 10 years, the whole history of the team, but to get it in Calgary with their officiating was awesome, and then to have them come back here and put up the numbers we put up, it's unreal. I can't feel any better.
And a big congratulations to the Vandals. Now, while they battled for the AFC Championship, over a dozen fighters were at Lakeland College in search of a title belt. Emmett Murphy goes ringside and has the details.
The Proving Grounds 2012 local Tough Guys Boxing Wars showed off some of the area's best raw talent.
With the anxiety of the crowd, the ring, and everything else, hats off to all these guys. These guys do an amazing job. It takes a lot of guts to step in the ring. These guys aren't pro fighters by all means, not even amateur boxers. So, they rise to the occasion, and yeah, it's good.
It's a safe way to come in and test yourself. And for guys like me who've never been in a fight in their entire life, it's a good place to come and do that. And it's safe, monitored, fun way to do it.
Around 700 people watched the fights, building on the success of last year's event. Although the headline show was canceled between Harley Green and Matt Fox.
No show. The one guy, it's funny because the main event was actually our heavyweight champ from before who called out our middleweight champ, and they were supposed to fight in the past, never happened, so he never showed up to the weigh-in, unfortunately.
4 championship belts were handed out. While the women's scrap was hardly a fight, the heavyweight championship went the distance.
Honestly, I don't know, my friends, they pumped me up pretty good, so I expected to win. So I thought I won it in the first round there, but he kept coming. So.
Proving Grounds is planning to return for another night of fighting in January.